Hey guys, and welcome back to Chilli's farm. It's almost spring here, the mimosa's flowering, the bees are buzzing, the trees are already starting to flower. That plum tree is already shooting off some flowers, which is crazy because if we get a late frost, those flowers will be gone, which is very, very sad. But also the chickens are all laying. It just really feels like spring is going to be here any moment, and any moment means that it's almost time to start sowing seed, which is super exciting because this year I have big plans. The garden is going to be bigger and better, and I'm going to be planting more varieties of things. New varieties is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited. So in this video I just wanted to share with you a few of the seeds that I will be planting this year, and I say a few because I cannot possibly share with you every single seed that I will be planting this year because it will take way too many hours of your life. Let's just keep it to the essentials, and we all know that the essentials are the amazing heirloom tomatoes. So let me share them with you. I'm super stoked. I have allocated space in the garden bed for tomatoes already, and I think I have 16 to 18 varieties. I'm not sure. We'll count again. Imagine the baskets of tomatoes with all the varieties and colours, all these heirloom tomatoes that have amazing flavours. It's going to be super cool. Anyway, so let's go through the tomatoes. This is the orange sunrise bumblebee tomato. It is a cherry tomato. It's got like a yellowy, got like a tiger pattern to it. It's meant to be sweet and tangy. It's going to be cool. I bet it's going to be really cool. Then this is called blue cream berries. It's a tomato, heirloom tomato. It has a very sweet flavour with very low acidity, which is very appealing in my eyes because I don't really like acidic tomatoes. Although last year when I grew the Aunt Ruby's German green tomato, it was nice, it was sweet, it was flavourful, but it was a bit too acidic for my liking. So I'm not growing it this year, but this one is a less acidic tomato, which could be cool. It turns, like, it starts yellowy white and then turns bluey purple because of the reaction from the sun. And you will see that it is a recurring theme in my chosen tomatoes. I have picked a lot of blue, black, purple tomatoes that are full of anthocyanins, which means it's good for you, but it's also just stunning to look at. So up next, Wagner blue green. So it's bluey purple on the outside and then green on the inside. It's a heavy bearing indeterminate tomato, so it will just keep on growing, but heavy bearing and those colors, I mean, it's got to be good. This next I have the Paul Robeson tomato. Now these seeds that I'm showing you right now are from Dave Seeds, and Dave is down towards the Huon Valley in Cygnet, I think. And this was his 23/24 favorite tomato. So, I mean, it sounds very promising. It's a Russian heirloom beefsteak tomato, and it has a smoky taste to it, which just sounds so cool. Looks similar to a Cherokee purple in my opinion. It could taste similar too. Next we have the Black Beauty. According to Dave, the Black Beauty yields some of the most tastiest tomatoes. So, let's find out. Then I have the Uluru Ochre Dwarf. No, it's raining. Why is it raining? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go inside. Oh boy, it's getting cold. Stop! The Uluru Ochre is like a dusty orange. He calls it a black orange tomato, and it's yellow inside and it has smoky undertones. Again, it is meant to be one of the most delicious tomatoes as well in the world. Stop, you're gonna make me deaf. Then we have the well-known heirloom, the Black Russian tomato, also meant to be a absolutely delicious tomato. It is described to have superb, smoky and complex flavors that are not too sharp and not too sweet. The sunshine came back out. Very temperamental this weather. Next we have Black from Tula, another Russian heirloom. It seems like I have an affinity for Russian heirloom. It's a favourite for both its flavour and its production. It's meant to have, again, smoky undertones, and also it produces around 150 to 400 gram tomatoes, which are quite large. Apparently, it's also great for canning and making into paste, like tomato paste. Then we have a Siberian tiger, again. Siberia, Russia, let's go. It's a mini beefsteak tomato that produces tomatoes from around 50 to 200 grams, but apparently it's meant to be very productive. And it is one of those anthocyanin tomatoes with those beautiful purpley, reddy tones to it. So I'm definitely growing that one. Then we have another anthocyanin crazy tomato. It is called the Amethyst Jewel. That is just spectacular. I can't wait to grow this tomato. Apparently it's meant to have a average tomato taste, but I think the look makes up for it. It's gonna make the baskets look stunning. Then we have a Oregon Springs tomato. It's a cool climate tomato, so I just added this into the bunch because I'm not sure exactly what kind of weather we are going to be having here this summer. So, you know, maybe this tomato does very well in this place and we can just use it for canning or roasting. It doesn't necessarily have to be a slicing/eating tomato. According to Dave, it's one of the tomatoes that he always grows every year. Then I have some seeds I will scooch aside so that I can insert a photo of how the tomato looks from online, because these seed packets do not have any photos on them. Now this tomato is called Pineapple. It's a spectacular yellow heirloom tomato. It's quite big, great for slicing, great high yield, and maybe it tastes like pineapple. I am allergic to pineapple, so if it does taste like pineapple, then maybe it is my pineapple replacement. That could be cool. Then the next ones are Brandywine Pink and Brandywine Seduce strain. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I've heard on the grapevine that these are the tastiest tomatoes in the world. I've watched so many YouTube videos of people growing tomatoes and they always swear by the Brandywines. So this is going to be very exciting. This is on the same level, in my opinion, as the Cherokee Purple. I was super excited about that, and that turned out to be a fantastic tomato. Talking about Cherokee Purple, I will be growing Cherokee Purple tomatoes this year again because I just adored their flavour. I cannot go without them. Then I'm also experimenting with the black creme tomato and the black trifle tomato. They are also supposed to be superb flavoured tomatoes. So that's it for my tomatoes. That's a lot of varieties and it's already covered. The video is going to be already very long. But we're not done here. Now we are on to cucumbers, my favourite thing to grow. I have to say, it is my favourite thing to grow because, like, you go out into the garden, you harvest your cucumbers, you make pickles out of them, eat them, yada yada, and then you go out the next day and you have 10 or 15 cucumbers to pick again. It's like they are so small and then poof, they grow so fast when they are in peak season, when the sun is shining and when they're given enough water. It's fantastic. So, cucumbers, I'm going to be growing the Redlands Long White. It was a fantastic cucumber last year, did so well, very prolific, and also very hardy. No disease until like the very end when it started getting cold and it started getting stressed out. Then the powdery mildew came, but other than that, it is a great heirloom cucumber. You must try it. Then I also acquired some Jefferson cucumber seeds. Apparently, like, to me, they look almost identical to the Redlands Long White, and it's also an Australian heirloom. So, I mean, I will definitely have to clearly label these cucumbers when I put them out in the garden because I will get confused. But, you know, it's an experiment. It's supposed to also really be good with powdery mildew. Let's try, let's find out. Then I have the Space Master cucumber. I grew that last year too. It was alright. I'll grow it again. Not my favourite, but you know. Then I'm going to be growing a ton of these German pickling cucumbers. They are fantastic cucumbers. I'll also be growing the Muncher burpless. It's like similar to like a Lebanese. The giant Russian cucumber. I was very intrigued by the look of it. I want to try it. I have no idea how it will taste. If it tastes good, great, I'll grow it another year. If it doesn't, eh. Then the lemon cucumber, the straight 8, fantastic cucumber. African horned cucumber, just for a little fun and giggle. Now I am going to be growing a hybrid just for curiosity's sake. It is called the Calypso F1 cucumber. It's a pickling cucumber, which I'm very keen on, and it is disease resistant, so fingers crossed. I'll also be growing the Market Moor and the Lebanese cucumber, which are two beloved cucumbers known by all, I think. They're very good cucumbers. This year also I'm going to try and grow some chilies. Last year chilies turned out absolutely horrifically. They all just died. But one of the chilies that I'm definitely going to be growing is the cayenne. The cayenne chili is a fantastic chili that I actually give to my chickens every single day. Cayenne is just a fantastic thing. You need to research more into it, but by my memory, it releases nitric oxide into the blood, which is great for your heart and everything. A few other seeds that deserve a spotlight because they just look absolutely beguilingly beautiful. This is the jade bush bean. Look how cool that is. It's like jade stones. Then this is the magpie. I've shown this to you before, but I'm definitely going to grow that this year. And the frost. Oh, there's one more tomato that I've forgotten that I must grow, and that's the Werner orange tomato. It's an heirloom tomato, and some say that it tastes like rock melon. I didn't get a chance to sow that last year, but this year I'm definitely going to have to make sure that I grow it because it's a really cool looking tomato. Another thing this year that I'm going to be doing that I didn't do last year is I'm going to be sowing a lot of herbs and flowers because I definitely want to get bees. I want to catch a swarm and then install or build a horizontal hive and have some bees. So flowers are definitely necessary, and herbs are also good for you. You can make tinctures and all that sort of stuff. But I have this big bunch of seeds that I ordered from the seed collection. Not sponsored by any way. I just go gaga over their website because they have so many seeds that I just can add to cart. But let me just go through a few of them. Like I've got different types of echinacea. I've got angelica, meadowsweet, skullcap, willow, leafy leopard's bane, which is, I think, arnica, borage, which in New South Wales when I grew borage, the bees absolutely went gaga over it, so I definitely have to grow it again for them. Marshmallow, I got comfrey seeds, although I do have a comfrey plant, but I thought why not try and grow comfrey from seed, just experiment and have fun. Toothache plant, things like thyme and coriander, which I need in my garden because it's crucial for cooking, and anise. That would be cool to grow too. Anyway guys, those are a few of the seeds that I'm going to be planting this upcoming season, the 2025/2026 summer season. Of course, I will also be growing a ton of heirloom pumpkins like the black futsu. I'm going to be growing the North Georgia candy roaster again because it did absolutely amazingly. I'm going to give the Moroccan pumpkin, the Musqué de Maroc, another go, but from my own seeds, so it should work out a bit better this season because it already knows the climate. And of course I will also be growing rock melons, honeydews and watermelons. I'm going to give that another solid try and fingers crossed we actually get some fruit. Do drop a comment on what you are growing this year or what you're super excited to be growing this year. Do you have some amazing heirloom tomatoes that I should add to my cart that I should be growing here in Tassie, or some cucumbers that you recommend? Please do tell me because I am absolutely crazy for seeds. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time on Chilli's Farm. Bye. Do you see this craziness? That's a plum flower in the beginning of August. Spring is definitely around the corner.